Today, I'd like to discuss something crucial for success in any aspect of life: mindset. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to get caught up in chaos and lose sight of our thoughts and beliefs. However, your mindset is the foundation of everything you do. It determines your actions, decisions, and ultimately your results. That's why in this video, I want to share with you 5 powerful ways to master your mindset and achieve the success you desire. I understand that many of you may feel overwhelmed, stuck, or even defeated by your current mindset. But I want you to know that you are not alone. We all face challenges and obstacles when it comes to our mindset. The good news is we have the power to change it. By listening to this message and implementing these 5 strategies, you can turn things around and create a powerful mindset that will lead you to success. Whether you're an entrepreneur, a student, a parent, or anyone striving for personal growth, this video is for you. Are you ready to take control of your mindset and transform your life? Then let's dive in and discover the 5 ways to master your mindset. Remember, your mindset is the key to unlocking your full potential. Let's get started. Starting with number 5, the 5th way to master your mindset is practicing gratitude. As a personal development expert, I've seen time and time again the power of gratitude in transforming individuals into their best selves. It is a simple yet profound practice that can bring about immense joy, peace, and success in our lives. But before we dive into the power of gratitude, let me ask you this. How many of you woke up this morning feeling grateful for the gift of another day? How many of you took a moment to appreciate the roof over your head, the food on your table, and the people in your life who love and support you? Gratitude is not just a feeling, it is a mindset. It is a way of looking at the world and finding the good in every situation. Now, I know what some of you may be thinking. It's easy to be grateful when everything is going well. But what about when life throws us a curveball? When we face challenges and setbacks, it can be difficult to find anything to be grateful for. But I want to challenge you to see gratitude as a tool to help you overcome those obstacles and come out stronger on the other side. Gratitude is not about denying our problems or pretending they don't exist. It is about shifting our perspective and finding the lessons and blessings in every situation. As the saying goes, what you focus on expands. When we focus on the negative, we only attract more negativity into our lives. But when we choose to focus on the positive, we invite more positivity and abundance into our lives. So how do we practice gratitude in our daily lives? It starts with being mindful and present in the moment. We live in a fast-paced world where we are constantly bombarded with distractions. We are always thinking about the next task, the next goal, the next thing we want to achieve. But in doing so, we often forget to appreciate the present moment. We forget to be grateful for what we have right now. I want to share with you a simple but powerful practice that has transformed my life: keeping a gratitude journal. Every day, take a few minutes to write down at least 3 things you are grateful for. It could be something as small as a good cup of coffee or something as big as your health. The key is to focus on the feeling of gratitude as you write it down. This simple practice will not only help you cultivate a grateful mindset, but will also serve as a reminder of all the good in your life when you are feeling down. Another way to practice gratitude is by expressing it to others. How often do we take the people in our lives for granted? We assume they know how much we appreciate them, but how often do we actually tell them? Take the time to express your gratitude to those who have made a positive impact in your life. It could be a simple thank you note, a heartfelt conversation, or a small gesture of kindness. Not only will it make their day, but it will also deepen your relationships and bring more love and positivity into your life. Now, let's address the elephant in the room. What about when things are not going well? When we are facing challenges and struggles, it can be difficult to find anything to be grateful for. But I want to remind you that even in our darkest moments, there is always something to be grateful for. It could be the lessons we are learning, the strength we are building, or the support of our loved ones. As the saying goes, in every negative, there is a positive waiting to be found. Practicing gratitude also helps us cultivate a mindset of abundance. When we are grateful for what we have, we are sending a message to the universe that we are content and fulfilled. And in return, the universe responds by bringing more blessings into our lives. It is a powerful cycle that can help us attract more success, happiness, and abundance into our lives. Now, I want to talk to you about the fourth way to master your mindset, by embracing failure. I know what you might be thinking. Why would anyone want to embrace failure? We have been conditioned to fear failure, to avoid it at all costs. But I am here to tell you that failure is not something to be feared, but rather something to be embraced. Why? Because failure is a necessary part of the journey towards success. Think about it. Every successful person you know has failed at some point in their lives. Thomas Edison failed over 1,000 times before he invented the light bulb. Walt Disney was fired from a newspaper for lacking creativity. Oprah Winfrey was told she was unfit for TV before becoming one of the most influential media personalities in the world. These individuals did not let failure stop them. They used it as fuel to propel them toward their dreams. Failure is not the opposite of success. It is a stepping stone toward it. It teaches us valuable lessons and helps us grow and improve. But in order to embrace failure, we must first change our perspective on it. We must see it as an opportunity rather than a setback. One way to do this is by reframing our thoughts. Instead of saying, "I failed," say, "I learned." Instead of seeing failure as the end, see it as a new beginning. This shift in mindset can make all the difference in how we handle failure and use it to our advantage. Another way to embrace failure is by understanding that it is a natural part of the learning process. Just like a child learning to walk, we must stumble and fall before we can walk with confidence. In the same way, we must fail before we can succeed. Failure is not a sign of weakness but a sign of growth and progress. Moreover, failure allows us to push ourselves out of our comfort zones and take risks. It forces us to think outside the box and come up with new solutions. As the saying goes, if you want something you've never had, you must be willing to do something you've never done. Failure is a necessary ingredient in the recipe for success. But perhaps the most important reason to embrace failure is that it builds resilience. In life, we will face many challenges and setbacks, but it is our ability to bounce back from them that will determine our success. Resilience is like a muscle. The more we use it, the stronger it becomes. And failure is the perfect opportunity to flex that muscle and build our resilience. So, my friends, I urge you to embrace failure. Do not let it discourage you or hold you back. Instead, use it as a tool to propel you toward your goals and dreams. As Winston Churchill once said, success is not final, failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. Now, I want to leave you with a few practical tips on how to embrace failure and use it to your advantage. Reframe your thoughts. Instead of seeing failure as a negative, see it as an opportunity to learn and grow. Learn from your mistakes. Take the time to reflect on your failures and identify what went wrong. Use this knowledge to improve and do better next time. Keep a positive attitude. It can be easy to get discouraged when we fail, but it is important to maintain a positive attitude. Remember, failure is not the end. It is just a temporary setback. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Sometimes, we need a fresh perspective to see things in a different light. Don't be afraid to reach out to others for advice and support. Now, on to number 3. The third way to master your mindset is by surrounding yourself with positive influences. Have you ever heard the saying, "You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with"? Well, it's true. The people we surround ourselves with have a huge impact on our thoughts, beliefs, and actions. They can either lift us up or bring us down. That's why it's crucial to carefully choose the people we allow into our lives. We are all influenced by our environment, whether we realize it or not. Our minds are like sponges, absorbing everything around us. That's why it's important to surround ourselves with positive influences that will help us grow and become the best version of ourselves. So, how do we surround ourselves with positive influences? The first step is to identify the people in our lives who have a positive impact on us. These are the people who inspire us, motivate us, and push us to become better. They could be our family, friends, mentors, or even colleagues. The next step is to limit our exposure to negative influences. These are the people who constantly bring us down, discourage us, and drain our energy. They could be the naysayers, the complainers, or the ones who always see the glass as half empty. Now, I'm not saying that we should completely cut these people out of our lives, but we should limit our interactions with them. Surrounding ourselves with positive influences also means immersing ourselves in positive environments. This could be attending seminars, workshops, or conferences where we can learn from successful and inspiring individuals. It could also mean joining a mastermind group or a community of like-minded individuals who share our goals and values. Now I know what some of you may be thinking, but Jim, what if I don't have any positive influences in my life? Well, my friend, it's time to go out and find them. You see, we are not limited to the people we already know. We can always expand our network and meet new people who can have a positive impact on our lives. One way to do this is by volunteering or getting involved in community service. Not only will you be giving back to society, but you also have the opportunity to meet new people and make a positive impact on their lives. Another way is by joining clubs or organizations that align with our interests and goals. This will not only help us expand our network but also surround ourselves with like-minded individuals who can support and motivate us. Surrounding ourselves with positive influences also means being selective with the information we consume. In today's digital age, we are bombarded with information from various sources, but not all of it is positive. That's why it's important to be mindful of the content we consume, whether it's through social media, news outlets, or even the books we read. We should strive to feed our minds with positive and uplifting information that will help us grow and expand our mindset. Now I want to share with you a personal experience that highlights the power of positive influences. When I was just starting out in my career, I had the opportunity to work with a successful businessman who became my mentor. He was a positive influence in my life, constantly pushing me to grow and learn. He taught me valuable lessons about success, mindset, and personal development. And I can say without a doubt that he played a significant role in shaping me into the person I am today. But it's not just about finding positive influences, it's also about being a positive influence ourselves. We should strive to be the kind of person that others want to surround themselves with. We can do this by being kind, supportive, and encouraging towards others. We should also be willing to share our knowledge and experiences with others, just like my mentor did with me. Surrounding ourselves with positive influences is not just about achieving success, it's also about living a happy and fulfilling life. When we surround ourselves with positive people, we are more likely to adopt their positive mindset and outlook on life. We become more optimistic, resilient, and grateful for what we have. And as a result, we attract more positivity into our lives. Our mindset is not just a reflection of our reality, it can also be our biggest obstacle. Our thoughts and beliefs shape our actions, and our actions determine our results. So if we want to achieve success in any aspect of our lives, we must first master our mindset. And that brings me to goal setting. Setting goals is the foundation of personal development. It is the first step towards creating the life you desire. Without a clear destination in mind, how can we expect to reach our desired destination? Let me share with you a story. When I was 25 years old, I was working as a stock clerk in a small store. I was living paycheck to paycheck, and I had no idea what I wanted to do with my life. One day, my mentor asked me a simple question: what do you want in life? And I couldn't answer that question. I had never thought about it before. That's when I realized that I needed to set goals for myself. So I sat down and wrote down a list of things I wanted to achieve. I wanted to become financially independent, travel the world, and impact people's lives. And let me tell you, my friends, once I had a clear vision of what I wanted, everything changed. I started taking action towards my goals, and within a few years, I was able to achieve everything I had written down on that piece of paper. But here's the thing, setting goals is not just about writing them down and forgetting about them. It's about creating a plan of action and consistently working towards them. Goals without action are just dreams, and dreams, my friends, are just fantasies. But when we combine our goals with consistent action, that's when we start to see real results. I know that setting goals can be intimidating for some of you. You may be afraid of failure or not knowing where to start. But let me tell you this, failure is not the opposite of success, it's a part of success. We must embrace failure and learn from it. And as for not knowing where to start, let me give you a simple formula that has worked for me and countless others. First, be specific about what you want. Don't just say, I want to be rich. Instead, say, I want to earn $1 million in the next 5 years. Be specific, and your mind will start to work towards making it a reality. Next, write down your goals. As I mentioned earlier, goals without writing them down are just dreams. Writing them down gives them power and holds you accountable. Then, set a deadline for each goal. This creates a sense of urgency and motivates you to take action. Once you have your goals written down, break them down into smaller actionable steps. This makes them less overwhelming and more achievable. And finally, take action every day towards your goals. It doesn't have to be a big action, even small steps count. The key is to be consistent and keep moving forward. Now, I know some of you may be thinking, but Jim, what if I don't achieve my goals? Well, my friends, I have a simple answer for that: adjust and readjust. Life is not a straight line. It's full of twists and turns. And sometimes our goals may change, and that's okay. The important thing is to keep setting goals and taking action towards them. You see, setting goals is not just about achieving them, it's about the journey. It's about becoming the best version of ourselves and constantly growing and evolving. And that, my friends, is the beauty of personal development. Now, to the number one way to master your mindset: positive self-talk. I have spent decades studying and teaching personal development, and I can confidently say that this one practice has the power to transform your life in ways you never thought possible. So what is this powerful practice, you may ask? It is none other than positive self-talk. Yes, you heard me right. The way we talk to ourselves has a profound impact on our thoughts, emotions, and actions. And in order to achieve success and fulfillment in life, we must first master our mindset through positive self-talk. Now, some of you may be skeptical. You may be thinking, how can talking to myself make any difference? But let me tell you, my friends, our thoughts and words have immense power. They shape our beliefs, which in turn shape our actions, and ultimately our results. Think about it. How many times have you talked yourself out of something? How many times have you let negative self-talk hold you back from pursuing your dreams? We are our own worst critics. And if we continue to feed ourselves with negative thoughts and words, we will never reach our full potential. On the other hand, positive self-talk has the power to uplift us, motivate us, and push us towards greatness. When we speak to ourselves with kindness, encouragement, and belief, we create a positive mindset that allows us to overcome challenges and achieve our goals. But let me be clear, positive self-talk is not about being delusional or ignoring our problems. It is about acknowledging our struggles and choosing to focus on the solutions instead of dwelling on the negatives. It is about shifting our perspective and finding the good in every situation. So how can we practice positive self-talk? The first step is to become aware of our inner dialogue. Pay attention to the thoughts and words that run through your mind. Are they uplifting or self-defeating? Are they empowering or limiting? Once you become aware of your self-talk, you can start to change it. The second step is to replace negative self-talk with positive affirmations. Affirmations are powerful statements that we repeat to ourselves to reinforce positive beliefs. For example, instead of saying, "I can't do this," say, "I am capable, and I will figure it out." Instead of saying, "I am not good enough," say, "I am worthy, and I am enough." Now, I know some of you may be thinking, "But Jim, I don't believe these affirmations." And that is okay. It takes time and practice to change our beliefs. But here's the thing, our thoughts and words have a way of becoming our reality. So even if you don't fully believe in your affirmations at first, keep repeating them. Eventually, your mind will start to believe them, and your actions will follow. The third step is to surround yourself with positivity. Our environment plays a huge role in our mindset. If we surround ourselves with negative people and situations, it's easy to fall into negative self-talk. But if we surround ourselves with positive and supportive individuals, it can uplift us and reinforce our positive self-talk. And finally, the most important step is to be patient and persistent. Mastering your mindset through positive self-talk is not a one-time thing, it's a daily practice. It takes time and effort to change our thoughts and beliefs. But I can assure you, it is worth it. In closing, my friends, the number one way to master your mindset is through positive self-talk. So let's commit to speaking kindly and positively to ourselves and watch as our mindset and our lives change for the better. Thank you. In today's message, I want to address a common struggle many of us face: wasting time. We live in a fast-paced world where time is a precious commodity. Yet, we often find ourselves squandering it on activities that don't align with our goals and dreams. But, rest assured, you're not alone in this struggle. I've been there myself, and I understand how frustrating it can be to feel stagnant in your progress. However, I bring good news. By tuning into this message, you can turn the tide and utilize your time more efficiently to reach your goals. So, if you're ready to learn how to maximize your time and achieve your aspirations, then keep reading. Let's delve into the 5 strategies for avoiding time wastage and realizing your objectives, starting with number 5. The 5th strategy to avoid wasting time and achieve your goals is eliminating distractions. You might be wondering, how can seemingly insignificant distractions impede our progress? But, my friends, distractions are like tiny droplets of water that can erode even the sturdiest of rocks over time. They may appear harmless initially, but they can have a significant impact on our lives and hinder our ability to achieve our dreams. So, what exactly are distractions? Distractions come in various forms: incessant notifications on our phones, a constant stream of emails, talkative coworkers, or even our own wandering thoughts. While these distractions may seem innocuous, they consume a considerable amount of our time and energy, leaving us with little to no time to focus on our goals. Think about it. How often have you sat down to work on an important task only to find yourself mindlessly scrolling through social media or checking emails every few minutes? These distractions not only waste our time but also prevent us from fully immersing ourselves in the task at hand, thereby hampering our productivity and progress. So, how do we eliminate distractions and make the most of our time? The first step is identifying the distractions in our lives. Take a moment to reflect on your daily routine and pinpoint the things that tend to divert your attention. Once identified, it's time to take action. The second step is setting boundaries. In a world inundated with information and demands for our attention, it's imperative to establish boundaries and safeguard our time. This could entail disabling notifications on your phone, designating specific times to check emails, or politely informing talkative coworkers of your need to focus on work. The third step is prioritization. Often, we fall into the trap of busyness without productivity. We must learn to prioritize tasks and concentrate on those that propel us toward our goals. This means saying no to tasks or activities that don't align with our priorities and delegating or outsourcing non-essential tasks. The fourth step is creating a conducive environment. Our surroundings significantly influence our ability to focus and be productive. Ensure your workspace is clean, organized, and free from distractions. Whether it's finding a quiet corner in a coffee shop, working in a separate room at home, or investing in noise-canceling headphones, create an environment conducive to productivity. Lastly, the 5th step is practicing mindfulness. Our minds are powerful, but they can also be our greatest adversaries. We must learn to be present and mindful of our thoughts. When distractions arise, acknowledge them, let them go, and refocus on the task at hand. While challenging, with practice, we can train our minds to be more focused and less susceptible to distractions. My friends, eliminating distractions isn't easy, but it's essential if we want to achieve our goals. We must be intentional with our time and learn to protect it. Remember, time is our most valuable asset, and we cannot afford to squander it on distractions. Moving on to number 4, we all have the same 24 hours in a day, yet some seem to accomplish so much while others struggle to make progress. So, what's the secret? How do we make the most of our time and achieve our goals? Well, my friends, the answer lies in the 4th strategy to avoid wasting time and achieve your goals: avoiding multitasking. Now, some of you might believe multitasking is the key to productivity. However, it's quite the contrary. In fact, multitasking is one of the biggest time wasters and impediments to goal achievement. Allow me to explain why. When we attempt to juggle multiple tasks simultaneously, our attention becomes divided, preventing us from fully focusing on any one task. As a result, our efforts are diluted, and we fail to produce our best work. While multitasking may create an illusion of productivity, it often leads to inefficiency and subpar results. The human brain isn't designed to handle multiple tasks concurrently. We function best when we concentrate on one task at a time. Have you ever tried to hold a conversation while scrolling through your phone or working on a project? Chances are, you missed crucial details or made mistakes. This is because our brains struggle to process and retain information when multitasking. So, what's the solution? How do we avoid multitasking and optimize our time? The first step is prioritization. Make a list of tasks and rank them based on importance. Focus on the most critical tasks first to avoid getting sidetracked by less significant ones. Next, allocate specific blocks of time for each task. By dedicating your full attention to one task at a time, you enhance your focus and productivity. Additionally, create a conducive work environment by minimizing distractions and taking periodic breaks to recharge your mind. Learning to say no is also crucial in managing your time effectively. Don't overcommit yourself. Prioritize your goals and decline tasks that don't align with them. While it may be challenging initially, saying no will save you time and energy in the long run. My friends, avoiding multitasking isn't just about being more productive. It is also about being more present. When we constantly multitask, we are not fully present in the moment. We miss out on important details, experiences, and connections with others. By focusing on one task at a time, we can fully immerse ourselves in the present and make the most of every moment. I am grateful for the opportunity to share with you the number 3 way to not waste time and achieve your goals, and that is by creating a schedule. Now, I know what some of you may be thinking, a schedule. That sounds boring and restrictive. But let me tell you, my friends, a schedule is one of the most powerful tools you can use to take control of your life and achieve your dreams. You see, time is the most precious resource we have. It is the one thing that we cannot buy more of, no matter how much money we have. And yet, so many of us waste this precious resource without even realizing it. We get caught up in the day-to-day tasks and distractions, and before we know it, another day has gone by, and we haven't made any progress towards our goals. But with a schedule, you can change that. A schedule allows you to prioritize your time and make sure that you are spending it on the things that truly matter to you. It is a roadmap for your day, a guide that keeps you focused and on track towards your goals. Now, creating a schedule may seem like a daunting task, but I assure you, it is not as complicated as it may seem. Let me share with you some simple steps to help you create a schedule that works for you. First and foremost, you need to have a clear understanding of your goals. What is it that you want to achieve? What are your long-term and short-term goals? Having a clear vision of your goals will help you determine how you should be spending your time. Next, make a list of all the tasks and activities that you need to do on a daily or weekly basis. This could include work, household chores, exercise, family time, etc. Be specific and write down everything that takes up your time. Now, here comes the crucial part. Prioritize. Look at your list and identify the tasks that are essential for you to achieve your goals. These are your high priority tasks. Then, identify the tasks that are not as important and can be done at a later time. These are your low priority tasks. Once you have your high priority tasks, allocate specific time slots in your schedule for each of them. This will ensure that you are dedicating your most productive hours to the tasks that will bring you closer to your goals. But remember, it is also important to schedule in breaks and downtime. We all need time to rest and recharge, and neglecting this can lead to burnout and decreased productivity. So make sure to schedule in breaks and time for self-care as well. Now, I know that life can be unpredictable, and things don't always go according to plan. That's why it's essential to be flexible with your schedule. Don't beat yourself up if you can't stick to it 100%. Instead, review and adjust your schedule as needed to make sure it is still serving its purpose, helping you achieve your goals. Another important aspect of creating a schedule is to eliminate distractions. In today's world, we are bombarded with distractions. Social media, TV, emails, you name it. These distractions can eat up a significant chunk of our time if we let them. So make a conscious effort to limit your exposure to distractions. Set specific times for checking emails or scrolling through social media, and stick to it. Lastly, I want to stress the importance of being consistent with your schedule. It's not enough to create a schedule, you must also follow it consistently. Consistency is key to achieving success in any area of life. So make a commitment to yourself to stick to your schedule and make it a daily habit. My friends, creating a schedule is not about restricting yourself or limiting your freedom. It is about taking control of your time and using it wisely to achieve your goals. It is about being intentional with your actions and making sure that each day brings you closer to the life you desire. Now, on to number 2. As I mentioned earlier, we all have the same 24 hours in a day, yet some people seem to accomplish so much while others struggle to even get through their to-do list. What sets these successful individuals apart? It's their ability to prioritize their task. You see, time is a finite resource. Once it's gone, we can never get it back. And that's why it is crucial to make the most out of every moment we have. Time management is not about doing more in less time, but it's about doing the right things at the right time. So what does it mean to prioritize tasks? It means understanding the difference between what is urgent and what is important. Urgent tasks demand immediate attention, while important tasks contribute to our long-term goals and overall success. Often, urgent tasks are not necessarily important, and important tasks are not always urgent. Let me give you an example. Imagine you have a deadline for a project at work. That project is important because it will contribute to your career growth and success. However, your friend calls and invites you to a party which is happening the same night as your project deadline. Attending the party may seem urgent, but it is not as important as completing your project. By prioritizing your task, you will make the right decision and focus on what truly matters. Now, I know what some of you may be thinking. But Jim, I have so many things to do, and they all seem important. How do I prioritize them? Well, my friends, that's where the magic of goal setting comes in. You see, when we have clear goals, it becomes easier to prioritize our tasks. Our goals act as a compass, guiding us towards what is truly important and helping us filter out the noise and distractions. So if you haven't already, take some time to sit down and define your goals. What do you want to achieve in your personal and professional life? What are your long-term and short-term goals? Once you have a clear vision of your goals, you can start prioritizing your tasks accordingly. Another crucial aspect of prioritizing tasks is learning to say no. Many of us struggle with this, myself included. We want to be helpful and please everyone, but in the process, we end up taking on more than we can handle, and before we know it, we're overwhelmed and stressed out. It's important to remember that saying no to certain tasks or commitments does not make us selfish or unhelpful. It simply means we are prioritizing our time and energy towards what truly matters. Now, I want to share with you a simple yet effective technique that has helped me prioritize my tasks and achieve my goals. It's called the Eisenhower Matrix, named after President Dwight D. Eisenhower, who was known for his exceptional time management skills. The Eisenhower Matrix is a 4-quadrant grid that helps us categorize our tasks based on their urgency and importance. The first quadrant is for tasks that are both urgent and important. These are the tasks that require our immediate attention, and we should focus on completing them as soon as possible. The second quadrant is for tasks that are important but not urgent. These are the tasks that contribute to our long-term goals and require planning and preparation. It's important not to neglect these tasks, as they are crucial for our success. The third quadrant is for tasks that are urgent but not important. These are the tasks that often distract us and take up our time, but they do not contribute to our goals. It's crucial to delegate or eliminate these tasks as much as possible. And finally, the fourth quadrant is for tasks that are neither urgent nor important. These are the tasks that we should avoid altogether, as they are simply time wasters. By using the Eisenhower Matrix, we can prioritize our tasks and focus on what truly matters. It helps us avoid the trap of busy work and ensures that we are spending our time and energy on tasks that align with our goals. My friends, prioritizing tasks is a skill that requires practice and discipline. It's not something that we can master overnight, but with persistence and determination, we can become experts at it, and the rewards are immense. By prioritizing our tasks, we can achieve our goals, reduce stress, and have more time for the things that truly matter, such as spending time with our loved ones and pursuing our passions. And now, the one we've been waiting for. The number one way to not waste time and achieve your goals is by setting clear and specific goals. We all have dreams and aspirations, but without clear and specific goals, they will remain just that, dreams. Goals are the roadmap to success. They give us direction and purpose. As the saying goes, if you don't know where you're going, any road will take you there. But do you really want to leave your life up to chance? Do you want to look back on your life and wonder what could have been if only you had set clear and specific goals? I don't think so, and that's why I'm here today to share with you the power of goal setting. You see, goals are not just wishes or hopes. They are concrete targets that we set for ourselves. They give us something to strive for, something to work towards. And the best part about goals is that they are completely within our control. We have the power to decide what we want to achieve and how we are going to achieve it. But let me tell you, setting clear and specific goals is not an easy task. It requires discipline, focus, and determination. It's not enough to say, I want to be successful, or I want to be rich. Those are vague and ambiguous statements that will not lead you to success. You need to be specific. You need to know exactly what you want and how you're going to get there. So how do you set clear and specific goals? The first step is to identify what you truly want in life. This may seem like a simple task, but many people struggle with it. Ask yourself, what do you want to achieve? What do you want to experience? What do you want to have? And most importantly, why do you want these things? Your why is what will drive you towards your goals. Once you have identified your desires, it's time to make them specific. Instead of saying, I want to be successful, say, I want to be the CEO of a Fortune 500 company. Instead of saying, I want to be rich, say, I want to have a net worth of $1 million by the age of 35. See the difference? The more specific you are, the clearer your target becomes. But setting clear and specific goals is just the first step. The next step is to write them down. I cannot stress enough the importance of writing down your goals. This simple act turns your desires into tangible targets. It also allows you to revisit and revise your goals as you progress towards them. Now, I know what some of you may be thinking, but Jim, what if I don't achieve my goals? Won't that be a waste of time? My answer to that is this: it's better to have a target and miss it than to have no target at all. You see, even if you don't achieve your goals exactly as you planned, the process of working towards them will lead you to growth and progress. And that, my friends, is never a waste of time. But let's not focus on the negative. Let's focus on the positive. Let's focus on the fact that by setting clear and specific goals, you are increasing your chances of success exponentially. You are giving yourself a roadmap to follow, a plan of action to take. And with each step you take towards your goals, you are building momentum and creating a habit of success. Another important aspect of setting clear and specific goals is to make them measurable. This means attaching a timeline or a deadline to your goals. For example, instead of saying, I want to lose weight, say, I want to lose 20 pounds in 3 months. This gives you a specific target to work towards and holds you accountable to a timeline. Now, I must warn you, setting clear and specific goals is not a one-time thing. It requires continuous evaluation and adjustment. As you progress towards your goals, you may encounter obstacles or realize that your goals need to be revised. And that's okay. The key is to constantly reassess and make necessary changes to stay on track towards your ultimate desires. And finally, the most important aspect of setting clear and specific goals is to take action. Your goals will remain just words on a piece of paper if you don't take action towards them. As the saying goes, a goal without a plan is just a wish. So make a plan and then take massive action towards your goals. Don't wait for the perfect moment because it will never come. The perfect moment is now. In closing, remember, your goals are within your control. They give you direction and purpose, and they are the key to your success. To take the time to identify your desires, make them specific, write them down, make them measurable, and take massive action towards them. And I promise you, the journey towards your goals will be one of growth, progress, and success. Thank you.
Free of being held. chia khó con người muốn vì lòng ảo lại giọt nắng broken sorrow my heart turning cold. Oh, do you know you meant you don't love me? Why keep forget your love has never been fading. Keep our love unto the end. Nothing but loneliness. Our love has never been fading. Keep our love unto the end. Nothing but loneliness. Our love.